Jackson Chourio has star potential written all over him, and he's a big reason why the Brewers are first in the NL Central, and he's been playing out of his mind coming out of the All-Star break as well. He's been so fun to watch, and some are even saying that they would take him over Paul Skeens if they were to start a franchise today. So we'll break down his brilliance and his great rookie season on this episode of 3 Up, 3 Down. What's up, everybody? Welcome into 3 Up, 3 Down. I'm your host, Peter Vryonis. Today we're going to be talking about Jackson Chourio and his brilliance for the Milwaukee Brewers. I mean, not much can be said about the guy other than he's just a five-tool player who is getting better and better with each passing game. And the Brewers, we know they locked him up to a long-term extension before he even played a Major League Baseball game. And that has paid off. It's paid dividends for them so far. And make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button as well before we get into the meat and potatoes of the video here. I'm excited to talk about Jackson Chourio. I have him on two of my fantasy teams. He's been a great player coming out of the All-Star break, and after an up and down first half where he was in and out of the lineup sporadically, he's now an everyday mainstay for the Milwaukee Brewers, batting in the top of their order, whether it's second, whether it's leadoff, whether it's in the middle portion of their lineup. He's really had an impact on winning coming out of the break. So let's take a look at some of his stats here. Jackson Chourio, post All-Star break, is hitting over 400 with 5 home runs, 15 RBIs, 12 runs, and 5 stolen bases. And he had his first career multi-home run game yesterday, which was very nice to see against the Atlanta Braves of all teams. And you take a look at this kind of broader range of games coming out of the All-Star break. About half the games of these 33 that we're looking at in 139 plate appearances. He's got a 351 batting average, a 389 on base, 534 slug. He's hit 9 doubles, 5 home runs, 7 stolen bases, and he's only striking out 13% of the time. Now, his strikeouts were a bit of a problem earlier in the year. He started to iron some of those issues out. He's about middle of the pack now. He's 49th percentile in terms of strikeout percentage. He's not taking a lot of walks. He's not very patient, but he's still such a young hitter at just 20 years of age. And he's got a 763 OPS on the season. He's got 14 home runs, 15 stolen bases. He's got a legitimate chance at 2020, maybe even 2025, 25 if he can stay on this path that he's been going on. But these stats are really impressive. You look at the first 50 games, he's hitting 210. He's got an OPS under 600. And then you look at the last 50 games, he's got an OPS close to 900, and he's got 7 home runs, 11 doubles, 30 RBIs, 32 strikeouts, and 13 walks. So the strikeouts are slowly starting to dwindle out of his game, and he's getting a lot better in that area. And the strides that he's shown have been very impressive. Now, we don't expect 20-year-olds to step into Major League Baseball and just figure it out right away. That's not how this whole thing works. That's why they spend years in the minors just making sure that everything is up to speed and making sure that their mechanics are repeatable once they do get to the Major League level. But he's basically learning on the fly here, and the Brewers are giving him an opportunity to do that despite him being a 20-year-old rookie on a team that has the potential to go out there and do something special come October. But if they want to accomplish anything, I think he's going to have to be a big part of that equation. And I know they have some players like Willy Adames and guys that have been performing like William Contreras, but Christian Yelich, he's out. He's out for the season. So Chourio has stepped in and basically taken over his role in the lineup as the number 2 hitter, and he hasn't really missed a beat since the All-Star break. You look at the stats right there. I mean, they're right in front of you. The last 33 games, he's got an OPS well over 900, and he's striking out a lot less than he was in the early portion of the season. And if you want to look at just the last 50 games in general, it's been an upward trajectory for Chourio. And I came across this tweet here. Now, this is a Brewers account. Okay, so let's take this with a grain of salt. Not a single rookie I'd take over Jackson Chourio, Skeens included. Chourio is 20 years old, signed for 10 years with a chance at 2020 for his rookie season. Chourio also plays every day. Now, I don't agree with this personally. I think Paul Skeens is going to be the best pitcher of this generation. and he's already one of the top arms in baseball. Yeah, pitchers don't pitch every day, but every fifth day he's going to go out there and shove and give you a chance to win. Jackson Chourio, I understand the sentiment that he plays every day, but I think Skeens is far more valuable than Chourio is as a player to an organization, at least right now. If you take a look, and Skeens didn't take him long to get acclimated to the big league level. It's been a bit of a bumpy road for Chourio. He hasn't really transitioned as seamlessly as some people may have thought, and it takes time for position players as well. It takes more time for them to figure things out and really be productive at the big league level, but he's working on it, and he's definitely getting better. But I think Skeens is a generational level talent. There's a reason why he was the number one overall pick. There's a reason why he didn't stay in the minors for too long. It's because he's this good and he's ready to go, and the Pirates felt that he was ready to go despite them not really being in the mix for the NL Central. So I don't agree with this. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I wouldn't say this is an outrageous take, but I definitely would not take Jackson Chourio over Paul Skeens if we're just looking at the way that they've performed this season and the projectability of the two. I think Chourio can be a 30-30 guy. I think he can be a similar player to Ronald Acuna Jr., maybe not that level of speed, but you know what I'm talking about. The skill set, the flashiness, I think he's got that in him. But Skeens is going to be an ace for the next 15 years, 10 to 15 years, and I think finding an ace and establishing a front of the line arm is very hard in today's game. I mean, there's a lot of great pitchers, but getting that one ace that you can rely on every fifth day, very hard to find. And for the Pirates to have found it at the draft with the number one overall pick, I definitely think most people would lean in the area of Skeens. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. That'll wrap it up for this episode of 3 Up, 3 Down. It was a fun one. I love talking about the young players that are taking the league by storm, and Jackson Chourio is one of them. He's gotten better and better with each at-bat that he's taken. He's a significantly better player than he was at the start of the year, and that just shows you how quick his developmental curve has started to trend upwards. But yeah, that'll wrap it up. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button as well, and give me your thoughts on that last tweet that I showed you, which was this one right here, that this Brewers fan account would take Jackson Chourio over Paul Skeens. I still don't know about that. Still very hesitant to make that assumption or to give that definitive answer, but I wouldn't do it. But check out baseballtown.ca as well. They're your one-stop shop for everything that you need when it comes to baseball or softball equipment. Check out the 3 locations. Got one in Ottawa, Ontario, and 2 in Quebec. So check them out. And if you're not close to there, check out the website. They got bats, cleats, batting gloves. They got everything that you need to get geared up for the baseball and softball season. The best equipment, the most competitive prices. They're a huge supporter of the channel. Check them out today. But I will see you guys next week.